Welcome to Jack Trice Stadium in Ames, Iowa, where the Cardinal and Gold gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Zona will kick off to get things underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available, but you're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play, 83 yards on the touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Arizona Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Arizona in a hurry.
Brings up 2nd down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Tempo and overdrive. Third down play from the gun. Picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing a turnover.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And now on second down for this offense. They go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be fourth down. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Takes it from the gun on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Arizona runs out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. He'll throw it. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Swings it out to his running back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Flips it out to the back. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Iowa State 10, Arizona 7.
Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. The quick out.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They're trying to get to him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Cyclones will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Complete. And he delivers it. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. He's got it down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The snap sets up the throw. He makes the connection. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Smashes it between the uprights. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
And the Cyclones will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with the Hackers.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I...
The quarterback scrambled around with the defense, able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
On second down, he'll fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Nice move there. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Ramsey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the left. They get him down after he makes the catch. That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
13.
He'll bring it out. It's Ramsey. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The aerial assault continues. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Field goal is good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll bring it back. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get down.
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 13 to Georgia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. A strike downfield. Afterburner's coming. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and give me the rock back.
So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the 2 to make it a field goal game. Looking to throw. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The offense set for a 1st down play. And the quarterback takes a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm